Let's dive right into this. Why breakups are so painful. There's a lot of reasons, but today I want to talk about one. One major reason. And it has to do with change. Change being so difficult and painful for humans. Humans find change really unpleasant, really uncomfortable, and most of us hate change. And bear with me, I would like to share a true story that has a lot to do with this, and hopefully will illustrate exactly what I'm talking about. So a few years ago, I was heading to the gym, but had a injured ankle. So I was heading down to the gym to train. My gym was like maybe 20 minutes drive away. And I was in a rush, I was late, and I quickly taped my ankle up. But as I got into my car, I realized that I had taped my ankle up so, way too tightly, and it was starting to really hurt because I had taped it up way too tight. So I was just like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do? This is like, I've taped it up so much already and I'm on the way to the gym, so I'm like, forget it, I'm just going to train. But I tell you, it was really painful. Really painful. I got in the gym, I started training. After about an hour, I completely forgot about the pain. A friend of mine asked me if I could give him a ride home, so I did, and gave him a ride home. On the way back to my house, I remembered my ankle, that I had taped it so hard. Remember, at this point now, it's fine. It's not hurting. Everything is cool. I'd, completely adapted to that. When I got home, while I was in my truck, I used my keys, and I tore the tape away. And as I tore it and opened it up, it started hurting so much. So much so that I actually was like, ah, and then it started pulsing with pain. And this is without the bandage on anymore. So I learned a really important life lesson from that experience, which is that there's not one thing that's better than the other. Being in a relationship isn't better than being single. It's just the change that is so painful for us. It's like when I used to jump into the Pacific Ocean back in California. So cold. People don't do it. People don't, aside from surfers and a few other people, but the water's too cold. People don't like to jump in. And the thing is, it's just the change that is painful. But if you stay in that water for long enough, then you'll adapt. And it's just going to be fine. It'll be normal. It'll be the new normal for you. And then coming out of the water is going to be painful. So how does this apply to breakups? Well, some of you already, I'm sure, are beginning to get where I'm heading with this. But again, it's just you're experiencing a night and day change. You've spent pretty much every day, if it was like my old relationship, we were talking all the time, sending emails constantly, talking all the time. You had this person that was you were just, your life was totally different. And then when the breakup happens, that all stops. I don't want to use the words "that's all gone," because nothing's ever gone. There's only just change. So your experience of the world just simply will change. And the more of a change there is, the more painful it is. Trust me on this, people. Trust me. So how to apply what I'm saying right now in a way that's going to help you is first realize that it's not your ex that you miss. It's just you're going through a major change. And you're going to adapt to your new surroundings, your new lifestyle, your new environment. You're going to adapt. Just like my bandage, just like if you jump in the water, all it takes is just time. And your biology, your body, everything, we're designed to adapt. So everything, your body and your mind will, with time, adapt, and you're going to start feeling much better. I'm going to end this video with something that I like to tell people, who I care about a lot. I give this advice to like my close friends and family, which is when you have a breakup, in a way that's a good word, breakup. It's kind of like when you break your bone, your arm or something. The reason why I like that word, break, because when you do break your arm, when it heals, the place that it breaks in, some of you might already know, becomes stronger when it's healed than it was before. And that's our body's way of identifying that, okay, this area needs to be stronger than before because it's possible that it's going to be, used in impacts. It's the same thing with calluses if you play guitar or if you do rock climbing or anything that involves using your hands. You're going to build up the places where you hurt are going to become stronger than before. And it's going to be the same with your breakup because, and this is how I want to end this video, is that when you do go through a breakup, just as with your arm, it's important to, if you shatter your arm, what the doctors will do is they'll set it. They'll position it in a way so that it will heal in the best way possible so that it's way stronger than before. It's the same with your breakup. If you're going through a breakup, I want to present to you this very, very truthful, factual way of looking at a breakup, that you have been given an incredible opportunity to become a stronger person in your heart and in your mind, more passionate, more loving, just a more enhanced version of yourself. You have been given that opportunity. Now the key is to be clever enough to set your broken heart, let's say it's a broken heart, in a way that time is going to heal it. Okay, look at people, you're going to feel better over time. Like I said, it's just adapting and it's healing, just like your arm. You're going to adapt and you're going to heal and you're going to feel better. But remember, if you're you can now choose in what shape you want your heart to be healed. Excuse me. And for me, when I went through my breakup, I used it as an opportunity to open my heart completely, fully, and just open myself up, and I'm like, this is the position I would like to heal in. Because I know I'm going to heal, I know everything's going to set and become stronger than it was before, but in what shape and form am I going to be? I wanted my heart to be wide open. I wanted there to be love and energy from within me. I wanted my body to be healthy and fit. So be very mindful of what you're doing during your breakup, because it's likely that over time that's going to become the new you. So if you're going to deal with your breakup by partying a lot, by drinking a lot, there's a possibility that that could wind up becoming a habit. That could become the type of person you're going to be. Like I said, a breakup is a huge opportunity because everything's been broken and it's going to be rebuilt again. So you get to choose how you're going to be rebuilt. So yes, it's going to be difficult for a few months. Yes, it's going to get better. Yes, you're going to feel better. Yes, you're going to get through this. I never thought I would. and I'm way stronger, way better, way more attractive than I ever was. Have been meeting way amazing people, much more amazing than my ex even. And my life is just way more enhanced, and it will be for you guys too. So be very mindful of the shape in which your heart is once you start to heal. Keep it open, just keep it, and it's going to heal that way, and you're going to be so happy that you did this, because then it's not going to be so much work to be, the type of person you want to be. It's going to become natural. It's going to become natural. Alright, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm sending everyone out there a lot of love. This is very difficult, but just take it one step at a time, day at a time, and remember all the tools that are in all my other videos that I've been sharing with you. For example, journaling, being outside, don't spend too much time indoors, eating well, surrounding yourself with good things, good activities, good people, etc. There's a long list, okay? And one last tip is that since it is the big change that we find so difficult and so hard, you can train yourself by exposing yourself to things that are big changes. Cold shower is a good example. I think that's a really simple tool that we can all do, is turn your shower to the coldest setting, and then just, it's hard, but that's the way you train that muscle in your mind that will help you to be strong about adapting to change. But, be creative. Find things that work for yourself. Going through this is like training, okay? And you can be better trained for a breakup, or you can be less trained. And if you just sit around and you're just crying and you're thinking of your ex and you're just sad and blah, blah, what are you doing to help yourself? It's going to be hard. Things are going to be longer. But if every day, from morning till night, you're just doing things that you know are going to help train you to get through this and to be stronger than ever before at the end, then it is going to become easier, and you are going to become this person that you desire. So at the end of this video, please spend 15 seconds at least, close your eyes, envision yourself laughing, envision yourself as a confident person, envision yourself smiling, and then as you're envisioning this person, pay attention to the clothes you're wearing, the surroundings you're in. Are you with people? How do you look? What's your hair look like? Are you wearing jewelry? What clothes are you wearing? What does your physical body look like? And then when you open your eyes, spend your time and go for it and become this person. Don't care about what anyone says. That's what I did. I started dressing differently, threw out a bunch of old clothes, and I just embraced this opportunity for change. Because ultimately, I think we deep inside break up our relationships as much as our exes do, because it's our way of saying we need to change, we want to change, we're not comfortable with how things are.